20th, 2026. And this should be maybe day 4 of my video blog. I kind of skipped some days in there because, I was off for the weekend and we had a long weekend. And then I wasn't really feeling well, to be honest, so I didn't think you'd want to see me all sniffly and, oh, look at my face. Oh my goodness. It's kind of red there. So yeah, so I thought, I think it's better not to show this morning of positivity. But I'm back. I'm off to work. This red lights on my face. Wow, that's so flattering. And I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Maybe getting up, having some coffee. There we go. Or maybe you're driving to work. Or maybe you work remotely, like so many people do. You just want the feeling of driving to work with your friend. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping this brings somebody joy today. Remember that God loves you. If no one's told you that today, it's true. So I'm trying to think of my devotional that I just did like 10 minutes ago. Ooh, isn't that awful? You read something and then 10 minutes later, poof. That means I need to pray about it more, to really reflect. Well, I think what it is, not that it's an excuse, but I was popping all over the place with my verses. Yes. Today's verse was to cause no additional harm, but basically to forgive other people and to always do what's best for other people, but and others around you. The concept of not harboring bitterness or not harboring unforgiveness, which can like cause bitterness and to fester and stay inside of us. So we should forgive others just like Christ forgave us. So that was the verse of the day. So I'm supposed to think of ways today, which I'm sure will not be a challenge, of how to be more, to have love, kindness, patience, goodness, and self-control. Well, I think the last one. And forgiveness. Yeah, it wasn't self-control. So that's my goal today. See how I should reflect on the previous day. I just realized that. I think the last video I showed that I had was just me recording at the Tampa RV show. Just sitting there. We had been walking, and just had a seat at like an Adirondack chair that was just under an umbrella. I'm sure it was probably for the salespeople, but no one seemed to mind that we sat there for a little bit with the dog and just looking out, watching the people. And I don't know if you noticed, but because I didn't talk during the video because I didn't want to make people feel awkward, but there were so many dogs at that RV show, and that was just the ones that brought their dog. We brought ours, and everyone kept coming up to us and saying, oh, we have a dog just like this, and can we pet her? And there's something about dogs, friendliness, that it brings out of people too. And so at first our dog was freaking out, running everywhere, but then after a while she calmed down, and I think she just gave up. She's like, okay, there's no need to be anxious. I'm just gonna chill, let this thing happen. And then she's good. But we did not buy an RV, even though so many salespeople told us that it was the best deal that we could not get a better deal than that day. And honestly, even though I would not buy a brand new vehicle, I don't know, I feel like that's been ingrained in me. The prices were not that bad. They have gone down a lot. We're looking at these Class B vans, which honestly are outrageously expensive to begin with, but the prices have gone down. For a new vehicle, they've gone down the last 2 years, especially this year. So it's like the used vehicles that are like 2023 and 2024, people are asking the price of these 26 models. So I feel like everything's going to be going down when it comes to that. A lot of people are still traveling, doing the van life. Like, it's better on gas than like the big RVs, but honestly, I saw everybody looking at those big ones. So that's kind of our dream, actually, is I would like to just get out there into nature, just explore. We want to bring our dog. So we're looking to buy something in the next year or so, because we would like to go see our sons and travel in it. I just don't love the airplane flights anymore. And once I get more time off of work, or I'm not working, then I look forward to travel, just kind of taking it slow, getting away from people. And I like the idea of the van, even though it is really crowded, because you have everything there. So it's like camping, but nicer. Off the ground. And you can kind of camp anywhere, even like a parking lot. So that appeals to me. What are your goals or dreams? Of course, God could change these plans. He could be like, and nope, you are going to do this. But as of right now, I'd like to do, what would you do? What are your future, 5-year goals? I helped a few years ago when we had a hurricane with the Baptist Relief organization, and I really like that a lot. So I said, there's a fire truck or something behind me. Ambulance. Okay. Isn't that weird? I just said I want to help with some relief, and then boom, there was an ambulance. Maybe that's a sign. I don't know. But yeah, so there was a hurricane. They do tarping, and they use chainsaws to cut away the trees, and if people had a flood, they would just gut out all of that wet stuff from inside, 3 feet down on the walls. And I helped to field the phone calls and take information. And then they had the Red Cross helping with them with giving out food distribution, like hot meals and temporary shelter and that sort of thing. So I really enjoyed that. And they're a mobile unit. They go in groups, they have training, and then they go together based off of whatever state you're in. And I thought, I could use my van for that. To me, that's exciting. And that's something I think my husband would thrive in also. So that's a thought. I've been in one area for so long. We have such deep roots and responsibility and commitment to our field of work that we're just looking to do something different and just not have that 9 to 5 committed show up grind every day. And even though I'm not complaining, I kind of am, but I get to use my creativity skills. I have a good job. It's been providing well, but I don't know. I look forward to when I can try something different. You know, sometimes it's nice to have a change. If you could change, sometimes I've heard you should just change one little thing. Little things. You don't need to like jump off the deep end and like change everything. What would be a little change that you would make just in your day? Like putting cinnamon in your coffee. Well, that's really tiny change, but sometimes little changes like that, like just off your routine. Like instead of walking this way to go to the lunchroom, walk this way. Whoa. Today I'll be walking the shortest way. It is, okay, this is Florida, so you have to bear with me. 42 degrees out. That's so cold. That is so cold. Some of my kids, my students, do not have jackets. Like, I don't think they own jackets. Or maybe that's just some of them I know. I know my boys owned a jacket, but they were just too cool to wear their jacket or something. Like, somehow that's, look at me. I have extreme body warmth and don't need to wear a jacket. So, all right, well, I'm pulling in, so I gotta go. Have a good day. God loves you.